Alright, so we are going in here today and looking at week 6 of our hybrid, getting towards the end of October. Time is flying. So first thing you're going to work on is this independence, Faces of Independence chart. This is going to show you 4 sections of chapter 4 from what our textbook is. You're going to probably need to use these and read through them in order to finish this chart. The chart is right here. It opens up in a PDF, and basically for these 8 people, you're going to explain whether they were a loyalist or patriot. A loyalist was somebody who was loyal to Britain. The patriots were the people who were against Britain and were for the American colonies becoming independent of Britain. You're going to explain in one sentence what they did prior to the revolution, and then one sentence that explains what they did in order to fight in the revolution, either for Britain or for the colonies or the patriots. There is a Quizlet attached that you can obviously use, but this will not always help you with filling out that chart. The chart will help you with this quiz, and then ultimately all the quizzes from the last couple weeks will help you with the subjective test. So you'll have time in class, if you're a B student, to work on the subjective test. If you're an A student, you'll be doing this in your distance learning time. And the subjective test goes along with that. As long as you've been taking the notes for the class for all the time period, the last couple weeks, and writing that down, those vocab things, you should do very well on this. The other part of the summative is this HyperDoc assignment. So if you open this up, it's a Google Doc assignment. The document will show up. You just click on My Document. It looks a little different for you. But basically, it looks like this. And what you have here is kind of like a timeline. So the summative is taking notes on different parts of the revolution. And you can find links attached here with these thing links and these little stars. And you can actually click on these little stars. It'll give you this website that you can go to. Those specific websites are also linked down here. And so basically what you're doing is you're putting a question, something you've learned, or ideas that you have about this event on the left. So that's where you type that. On the right side, you type either a question, something you've learned, or an idea you have based off of what you found. So like for the Stamp Act, you're going to go to this thing link. It's going to have you go directly to the idea about the Stamp Act. You're going to write something down. There's other links also attached here that you can look at to help you kind of answer your questions. And so your direction is put here on the left as to what you're going to have to think about, and then you're going to find some of that information based off of the research here. Now, I will tell you that it's easier when you start. The ones at the end are a little bit harder. So that's kind of the idea of how you're going to be gauged necessarily in how well you can answer these questions. So the grade gets a little higher as you go along because of how more difficult, especially these last 2 events are to explain and create thoughts and ideas about. So if you have any questions on that, please email or send me a message through Schoology. Hopefully you should be all good.